Okay, so now we are on the fifth of 6 traits of writing. This one's called word choice. Okay, this is like a lightning and a lightning bug. That's the difference between the right word and the wrong word. Lightning and a harmless lightning bug. If you listen to Jimmy Buffett, that's on one of his songs from the Fruitcakes album. Anyway, 2010, it's also a Mark Twain quote, by the way. But we have 2010 Education Northwest. Okay? That's where all this stuff comes from. Word choice definition. The use of rich, colorful, and precise language that moves and enlightens the reader. I don't know what else to say. It's lovely. Now, the words you choose should convey the intended message. Okay, there's a very famous architect named Frank Lloyd Wright. One of the things that he said was form follows function. So that's definitely true in this case as well. It has to work first, and then you can worry about making it pretty. Okay, make sure that the words you choose convey the message that you want to convey. Make sure that it's not confusing, and that the words that you use don't make it harder to understand. You want to make it clearer to understand. This is your first priority. The words you use must be accurate. Okay, I want you to challenge yourself and try and use new words that you're learning, but they have to be accurate. Okay, your words should enhance and clarify your meaning, not muddy it up and make it harder to understand. Okay? Be precise. Specific words convey clear meaning. And what we mean by specific words is instead of the word, great, you need to say well-disciplined or delicious, or just depending on the context of the word, you need to be more specific with like your adjectives and your describing words in particular. Number 2, the words you choose should be interesting. Now this is kind of where we get into the fun part of word choice. Okay, you want to choose words that are kind of original, and the way you put them together makes sense, but it also sounds really cool. Okay? We want you to challenge yourself with new and interesting words. So if you're learning new words through vocab or from books that you read, that kind of thing, start using those. Put those things into practice. Okay, use lively verbs, nouns, and modifiers. Modifiers are any kind of words that describe something else. So your adjectives, your adverbs, those are all describing words. Quality word choice should create imagery to guide the mind of the reader. So if you're doing this well, okay, if you have a good sense of word choice, then your writing is going to create images and pictures in people's minds to help communicate your ideas into their brain. And that's kind of what writing is all about, right? It's communicating your ideas into somebody else's brain. Here's the question. When you get done with your paper and you read it, this is the question you want to ask yourself. Do the words and phrases create vivid pictures and linger in your mind? Okay, if they do that, then you probably have a pretty good sense of word choice. If not, if it's kind of boring to read and you're not really, the people aren't really connecting to your imagery, that kind of thing, you want to look back at your word choice. Look at the words that you used, and are they boring? Are there some that aren't as inventive and original as they could be? So you kind of be looking through this. Now, this is going to be one of the things that you do near the end of your revision process, because as you come up with your ideas, that's more important. The organization comes earlier. Those are more foundational kind of traits. So this one happens later on in the process. As you get down to it, you start to see that this is kind of the final touches. This is kind of what puts some frosting on it and makes it even clearer and even better. This is like fine-tuning or fine-focusing your writing. So there's one more video after this, conventions, and that'll do it.